Good evening, everyone, and happy TGIF Day, November 4th, 2022. And first of all, I want to thank everybody for all your birthday wishes. I've had a lot of health issues. I've had some swelling in my head. That was a new development. I've had some pain in my eye, some weird things going on with my eye. My temperature dropped as low as 86. By the grace of God, it's 92 today, so it's a good day. Um, but I've done a ton of resting and I've done a ton of my Bible reading, Geneva. So I watched Patch Adams tonight and it sparked me to do a video. So I want to apologize that I haven't been uploading, but I just frankly have not been well enough to do so. Nor was I inspired yet to upload a video. So, Patch Adams, when did excessive happiness result in people throwing stones? Verse John, the book of John, verse 8, book, chapter 8, verses 6 through 7, and this is from the 1599 Geneva, reads as follows. And this they said to tempt him, that they might have whereof to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down and with his finger wrote on the ground. And while they continued asking him, he lifted himself up and said unto them, Let him that is among you without sin cast the first stone at her. I fight daily to stay alive and have like a full-time job. Ever since being released from Parkview Hospital in Fort Wayne, Indiana in 2020. I would not wish what I have endured on anyone, yet I use this time wisely to learn to educate on those deceptive business practice I witnessed firsthand, but working nonstop in man's world, never allotted the time to use my voice nor finish my ongoing research. So now as I fight daily to stay afloat, there are humans that have the nerve to throw stones, yet do nothing to help change this world for good. I'm a love, and frankly, I've always loved like Jesus. I've dated like it was a full-time job in the past, looking for that certain someone that could truly see I was not just a team player, I was ready, willing, and able to make a relationship go the distance. Yet men could not handle the strength I was gifted from heaven. I am who I am. That's how God made me. So change in order to weaken my zest for life was something I was never going to embrace. I've dated men from all walks of life. I dated one in a wheelchair, one completely penniless, to millionaires, and can honestly say the man in the wheelchair and the man that was virtually penniless were by far the two men that had good and faithful hearts of gold, whom we are still the bestest of friends today. Most of the millionaires have flown the coop for greener pastures, or so they thought. Misery loves company, right? Wrong. Upon watching the movie Patch Adams and the HE double toothpicks he went through as an unconventional student, made me realize how much like him I really am. I'm a nonconformist, always wanting to follow the rules and laws, yet bend them any time I possibly can. You got to know the rules in order to break them intelligently. After becoming incapacitated for so long, yielded a free education I had no idea I would obtain from hours and hours of opening books, following leads, educating with videos, etc. If people feel pushed away, I might ask why. Why are those demons within causing you to not see the light? That bright light I have been carrying my entire life, attempting to light the way of others, even though my lamp oil was quickly depleted by the time I arrived home all the years I lived alone. When talking with my cousin about my former life of being a strong, independent woman, not needing a man to support her, left me in tears almost every night. Stuff no one sees because my life was perfect in the eyes of others, right? That's where the problem arises, is when others perceive a person's life of another as perfect because their own life has not measured up in their own eyes. I said before, perception is key for those who have or have not, do not have money. Just like perception is key when viewing other people's lives. When did throwing stone at others yield fruit? Well, it doesn't. It just makes those humans throwing the stone that much dissatisfied with their own unhappy lives. If you do unto others as you would do unto thyself, love thy neighbor as thyself, none of these stones would be thrown. Instead, they would be used to build a strong foundation in relationships. Those stones would not need thrown because life would persevere, which is something the world needs more than ever as each day passes closer to the arrival of Jesus and his bride's selection. Could you imagine a world where everyone loved like Jesus? I can, because ever since I became ill, all I've ever wanted is to spread love wherever I go. Passing out plastic red hearts years ago started the ball rolling. As I continue having new symptoms pop up daily, I continue keeping my salt intake at a level that keeps me afloat. God does not want me to give up. He wants me to fight. And if you are alive watching this video, you are here to fight the good fight as well. Put down those stones and start throwing fireballs of truth at those whom continue altering the law of the land written in the Bible. The time is now to spread love, not war. I just pray that more peeps can see the light before the final dinner bell has been rung. As recess continues on bonus day 159, I continue to find those messages that continue filling up my lamp oil for good. Those messages I keep reading in the Apocrypha, in the 1560 version of the Geneva Bible, are then combined with movies that I'm led to watch. Every time I sit down to read, I'm led to music and videos confirming what was just read. Take the time to get tight with God. Stop listening to those whom feel they are just and right under God when their actions speak louder than their lying yaps. It's taken me quite a while to get to this point after my years of research. And when God gives you an assignment to teach, you continue teaching until he calls you home, despite the ongoing ridicule you receive from your peers. In my end of days, I choose to serve the Lord because serving man has never been fruitful. Beware of the forbidden fruit. Don't take a bite. That hand that is extending it is a man full of fright. He tells you what you want to hear, charms his way into your heart. Beware of the forbidden fruit. It will poison you right from the start. So, if you haven't seen the movie Patch Adams, watch it. And if we're going to fight a disease, let's fight indifference. Amen. Amen. So, I hope you take this to heart because it was given to me straight from his heart. And I've got a heart of gold. And I just want people to love one another and stop this hatred. What did I want for my birthday? For people to love like Jesus. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. But then again, I'm just 5'4.5", Natalie, that has always just done her own thing. And I've always been happy in my own skin. Don't need to change it, don't need to alter it. Because to me, I would feel like I'm trying to alter his craftsmanship. And I just don't think that's okay. Not in my own eyes. It's your choice what you do with yours. Like I said, I'm just here to teach. Whether you're wanting to listen or not, it's your choice. Love to all bunches and bunches. Bye.